Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome to the channel. I hope you all alright and having good day. Today we're gonna do some PlayStation VR news. We've got some good news when it comes to PSVR on PS5, but also some sad news when it comes to the delays. So let's just talk about it, and we're gonna start from talking about PSVR on PlayStation 5. So yesterday we've had finally confirmation that yes, PS5 will benefit the games, the PSVR games much more than what we expected. From what we knew in past, we knew that PS5 gonna think is PS4 Pro basically, but Sony PlayStation London studio put out little announcement. They kept it very simple and they said Blood and Truth is PS5 ready. You don't need to know any more than this. The game is next gen ready, pretty much, basically, that's what's happening. So we're gonna get better textures, better graphics, higher resolution, better assets and everything, and also DLC, super nice. But that's not everything, that's just something what made everyone happy. Because, of course, the way we're thinking about PSVR on PS5 now changed, and now we know that the developers are free to patch their games for next gen, so let's hope more the developers will do it. Now, what's happened today? Of course, Sony is still doing their interviews with various newspapers, publications, whatever you call it. So they did another one in Japan, so this is going to be translated, probably through Google Translate. So some information might not be accurate, I don't know, but nevertheless, what we can gather from it, it sounds pretty good. And also Google Translate is pretty awesome now, so you can read things in any language, how nice. But anyway, so what's happened? So Sony's Vice President of Platform Planning and Management, Hideaki Nishino, yes, I hope I'm saying it right, he's done that interview, and basically they asked him about PSVR on PlayStation 5, and he said, I would like to expect PlayStation 5 to have a VR experience suitable for PlayStation 5. I cannot comment any further, but I'd like to expect it, and then apparently he laughed a bit. So yeah, that laughing is probably a hint that they still cannot say too much. But as now, we know that PS5 will support PSVR and it probably can do it natively. But also, as I've been speaking before, when I've been trying to ask the developers, some of them had no clue, and some of them basically been saying we're not gonna talk about this because we are under NDA. So NDA is non-disclosure agreement, which they have to probably sign. Sometimes we YouTubers have to do it, and basically then you cannot say anything until you are allowed. So what's going on with Sony is, I don't know. Like I said, I only gonna report on official sources, which is something what the Sony's employer said, in the interviews, or what Sony's themselves puts out on their blogs and stuff like that. So now, listen. PlayStation 5 is just around the corner. My American friends, you'll be getting it like in 2 days time, which is awesome. In Europe, we have to wait another 9 days, which is not long at all. What's gonna happen when PlayStation 5 releases is, we're gonna have tons and tons of YouTube videos, because so many people got YouTube channel now. Some of them, I bet there's gonna be some defective units when it comes to new Xbox and new PlayStation, and I reckon things like that gonna be blown out of the proportion as well. Also, I'm one of those people who, can anticipate things to go wrong, but also it's not gonna like discourage me or not get excited. I'm super hyped, I'm super happy, and I just cannot wait to play my PlayStation 5. If something goes wrong or not, I don't know, but just keep in mind there will be a lot of articles and videos and stuff like that. Somebody can upload something that, let's say, PS5 broke, and then everyone will be repeating it in every article and YouTube videos. Do not worry about it. Both consoles, I'm assuming, are pretty nicely tested, but just be ready of a lot of this next generation content coming out being like that. It happens every time. So my plans of covering PS5 are pretty simple. I just gonna play games on it. I don't think I gonna review the console itself, but I definitely gonna play games on it, and I probably gonna pass it on in my PSVR news videos, how my experience is going. I kind of hope we've had maybe bit more, like some launch games for PS5. As of now, it looks like we're gonna see improvements in Blood and Truth. As we know, loading times are slower now, and this boost mode, but games running smoothly anyway. Also, we know the games with unlocked frame rate and dynamic resolution gonna look nicer, so that's gonna be dreams. No Man's Sky, I don't know. I remember doing my comparison video between PSVR and PS4 Pro, and they did look similar. It's hard to spot, but I do think No Man's Sky runs dynamic resolution in VR. It's kind of on Pro looked this tiny, not like, I cannot say it's Pro patch, but tiniest of the tiny bits better. So maybe it does got dynamic resolution and maybe it's gonna look better. We just gonna have to wait and find out, because we know No Man's Sky gonna run through the backwards compatibility, but also now we can go and start asking Hello Games for PlayStation 5 patch. Especially that they announced next-gen improvements for PC, which gonna translate to PC VR version, so maybe same will happen with PlayStation 5 eventually. But now, coming back to this interview, what I spoke about just now and then gone off track, what's happening is, it looks like Sony knows more than we do, but also, as always, they not telling us. And I decided, like I said, it's nice to get excited, it's super nice to be happy about something, but eventually you have to just put stop to all the speculation and all the rumors and everything, and report just on the actual stuff that comes from official sources. It's alright to go by the rumors for a while, I think, but it's only so much you can do that, when eventually I was thinking to myself, like, that's just too much now, I'm just gonna stick to what Sony says, and I think many publications did the same, especially when it comes to PlayStation VR. So, what we now, let's gonna do a little update, little recap. PSVR will be running on PlayStation 5, you have to get the adapter, they getting shipped in US as we speak now. Europe gonna get them shipped in mid-November, so I'm expecting in few days time. I'm still waiting for mine, I live in UK and still didn't even had a reply to my email, but I'm hearing they just sending them, not really replying apart from the confirmation, they not telling you when they gonna ship it. It's just gonna be there at your house. So that's what we know as well. Also, we know that current PSVR games will run through the backwards compatibility, but if you got original PlayStation 4 and gonna transfer to PlayStation 5, then you gonna get same benefits as PS4 Pro games getting, plus you're gonna get better loading times, and also you're gonna get smoother performance if there was some performance drops. And in some games it was not looking far, coming back to No Man's Sky, once you build too much stuff or go somewhere where somebody built something and it's huge, then the frame rate drops. That's not gonna be the case anymore, same goes for Minecraft. And also what we know now is that PS5 can natively support PSVR games if they gonna get patch, and the only game with next-gen patch, once you're gonna get your hands on PlayStation 5, is going to be Blood and Truth, which is absolutely, nothing wrong with it, because I super love Blood and Truth. I know some people might say it's on rails, some people might say, it's not as advanced. Listen, this game is amazing. It looks great, it plays great, it's got very nice story, super easy to take in, and basically it's very entertaining, and it's had some extra DLCs which gonna make you play longer after you finish the game, so very good choice. PlayStation London Studios once again delivering and kind of cementing themselves as the best Sony studio that puts out VR content. They are the dudes. When next time when they announce VR game, I will know that it's going to be awesome pretty much straight away. So this is probably my most trusted studios from the Sony's first party studios when it goes to virtual reality games. So we've got some more information. Also, we know that your DualShock 4 is needed. So keep in mind, if you got PS5 and planning to buy one of those packs, what they're gonna be selling, one of them is with Astrobot and it comes with camera and move controllers. You're still gonna have to find yourself the DualShock to play Astrobot. So keep this in mind. But also what we know, all the old peripherals, what works on PS4, they're gonna work on PS5. your steering wheels, your aim controller, only one I do not know is 3D Ruder. I didn't saw the confirmation from the company yet, so you have to wait and just see what they say, but your HOTAS and steering wheels, everything else will work fine. So that's another encouragement news. Why do I talk like this? But it's another good news, because it looks like PlayStation 5 gonna give us more than we expected. So that's super nice, and also I'm expecting after the console launches to have some more announcements from Sony. Okay, now moving on to the next story, and I said there is a bit of sad news about the delays. Some of you probably heard of it. I couldn't do PSVR news last night because I've been fighting with my setup. I'm gonna tell you all about it in a second. But what's happened is the developers of After the Fall, the game which looks great, they said they have to delay it to 2021. They not say why, they just have to work more on it. Now what I think is happening, of course, the corona slows everyone down, but also with the Quest 2 releasing, I wonder if they're gonna make something for that. That might be the case as well. Because this is the studio which of course made Arizona Sunshine, and Arizona Sunshine by now come out on pretty much every headset, and on Oculus Quest 2 even had some nice graphical improvements. And also when they released Arizona Sunshine on PC, of course it was very successful, but then PSVR version was kind of buggy. They said in interview, when you plan VR game on multi-platform, think about PSVR and other platforms as well, not just on PC first and then think about port. Keep everything in mind, so I'm assuming now they developing for multi-platform, it's taking them longer because they want to do it properly, but nevertheless, when After the Fall releases, it's gonna be super awesome, super fun and amazing game with this co-op gameplay. Your looter shooter in VR is gonna be fantastic. Okay, now moving on to the next story. And it's time to talk about Alvo Beta. Speaking about my setup, I know yesterday I've been doing live stream. Last few days I was working very hard on my PC setup, PlayStation VR setup for live streams. I've had pretty much nailed. I've done hundreds of live streams now, and yesterday everything what could go wrong went wrong, so I do apologize for it. And also it was one of live streams I was most excited about in a while. So yeah, but sadly the capture card started overheating. I found out, yes, I did place it on PS4 Pro around the back, so I think that's what the case. But also I've had internet issues which I never had since I've had new broadband installed, so I don't know what was that all about. And also there was some audio issues because I've had this comment read to my ear, basically what you've been saying, and somehow that stopped working properly and become super loud. So everything what could go wrong went wrong. I couldn't stream from PSVR because I've been on my US account to play it. So yeah, but nevertheless, listen, Alvo is fantastic, but I know you keep asking me what's happening with this beta, when you'll be able to play it, when can you sign up. So I'm gonna tell you now what's going on. This is only the first round. This is a super small beta. The Discord members got some keys, and community YouTubers and stuff got their keys as well, but that's pretty much it. There wasn't that many of those, but that doesn't mean it's over, because they're gonna do second round of beta, and you know, more people gonna get it. Also Europeans, they should get it as well, because EU codes for the beta will be coming as well. So now how you signed up is, best way is go to their Discord. Go to their website. If you can't find Discord, alvogame.com. I'm gonna put link in the description, and then from there you can go to their Discord. Now I gave you my impressions from it, so I don't want to repeat myself too much, but this game is pretty cool, pretty fast. You know, you die 5 seconds, you back in the game. Same goes for lobbies, you're not waiting forever, you start the game. If the servers are not filled, they getting filled with bots until people arrive. So it's this fast-paced gameplay. It never really gives you a break. So you go and go and go, and it's fantastic. Now listen, I only play free for all, that's what's in the beta, but also they're gonna have different game modes like Seek and Destroy, and if you want some team gameplay, there will be team deathmatch as well. So there is still a lot of things to look forward to, but as of now, the game is great. Okay, anyway, if you like what you're seeing, then please press like, because it does helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.